Can you see the screen I share just with you right now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we are starting our lesson now. First of all, I would like to inform you that your attendance will be recorded on daily basis, and you will mute yourself in the start of the lesson. And when I ask specifically from someone, before you answer me, you will unmute yourself so that I can hear you. So these instructions you have to follow on daily basis. You will mute yourself and you will unmute when we will ask any question from you. Me and Mr. Rustam together we will teach you in every lesson according to the school schedule that we are following in the school. Is it clear?
Ziad, 1 minute. Let me explain in Uzbek some points, okay?
Okay.
Because some students don't follow. Hurmatli o'quvchilar, ovozim eshitilyaptimi? Hamma mikrofonni hozir o'chiradi. Kimga savol bersak, o'sha o'quvchi mikrofonni yoqadi va javob beradi. Okay, dear students, let's start our lesson.
Okay. So as you know that we have started chapter 8, okay, and the title of this chapter, which is very important, everybody should know about it. So we are talking about transport in plants. In this chapter we discuss about transport in plants. Okay, so about plant, first of all we have to start from the xylem and phloem. Is it clear? I hope so. About xylem and phloem you have learned already that these are two types of transport tissues in plants, right? Xylem and phloem. You must be able to know about the structure of xylem. You must be able to know about the function of xylem. So the structure and function of xylem and phloem. You can see in this diagram you see on the outer region we have these xylems, tube-like structures, right? And the inner one, so you can see these are basically, these are xylem tissues, okay? And what is their main function? So basically if you look at this, suppose if we have plants, so plants will absorb water from the soil. When this water is absorbed by the roots and root hairs, so this water must be transported to all parts of the plant, not only in the roots, it should reach to the upper parts, which is leaf and stem, and this plant will do photosynthesis and different reactions. So my point is the plant needs this water in different parts. So the xylem is responsible for the transport of mineral ions, okay, and water. So xylem is important for what? So xylem is important for the transport of water and minerals.
Okay, dear students, if you remember, I told you about xylem structure. From which substance consists xylem structure? Tell me please, Behrus. Unmute yourself, please.
Lignin.
It's lignin.
Lignin.
Lignin is what?
Is hard substance that supports plant.
Okay, you know, plants also have a second transport system made up of tissue called phloem. Phloem, you know, transports across and amino acids from the leaves where they are made. How they are made? By which process? Photosynthesis. It will transport to all the other parts of plants, such as roots and flowers.
Okay, so as you know, we have two types of transporting tissues in plants. You well know about xylem, you well know about phloem. So xylem, I already told you that what is the function of xylem, and now we will discuss about phloem. Phloem is basically another type of conducting tissue. We call it conducting tissues. We also call it transport tissues. supporting tissues, because they are responsible for the transport of different materials in plants. So it transports what? Sucrose. You know about photosynthesis, right? In photosynthesis, plants make glucose, and this glucose is converted into sucrose. And now this sucrose, it is transported, this sucrose is transported in phloem. Okay, in which parts of plants photosynthesis take place? Huh? In which parts of plant photosynthesis take place? You know it takes place in the leaves.
Leaves.
Okay, but you know, if you look at plants, leaf is not only the part of the plant. There are roots, there are other branches, we may need this sucrose there. So, for example, glucose is prepared here, but we need it here. So it will be transported down here, right? It will come downside. Do you understand me? Not only sucrose, maybe some of the sucrose is converted into amino acid. Amino acid is the unit for proteins, right? To the parts, so it can be transported to upper parts, for example, to the flower. So together, okay, so this is what you have understood here now. So in the exam, you may be given a question to write the difference between xylem and phloem. So you will say xylem is made up of dead cells and phloem is made up of living cells. Okay, number one difference. Number two, xylem transport water, and what about phloem?
Substance made by plants.
Yes, so it transport ready-made food, for example, sucrose and amino acid, right? The third difference, in xylem, one-way transport, one-way. You know one-way road? In phloem, we have two-way transport. What does it mean?
Goes up and goes down.
Yes. In xylem, only the food molecule from roots go to the upper parts in the xylem. But in phloem, the food may go up and down in phloem. Is it clear?
Yes.
So you can see
Yes.
together xylem and phloem vessels, they make a circulatory system. You know, human also have circulatory system. This is basically a system in plants which transport different substances. So water is pulled up the xylem vessel and pushed down the phloem vessels. So two-way transport in the plants. So it enable, these two type of tissues enable plant to get water and minerals in all parts. Got it? And it is advisable to copy and write whatever you want, some important stuff, so you can write it. Now, as I told you, you must know about the structure of the xylem here. So a xylem is like a long drain pipe, like a big structure, just like a pipe structure. Xylem vessel is just like a pipe, for example this, just like this. It is made up of hollow structure. Hollow structure mean which is empty from the inside. Hollow structure mean empty from inside. Inside there is nothing, it is empty inside, made up of dead cell, and they joint end to end. The end walls of the cells, they disappear. So what we have at the end, simply you will say it's a long tube structure made up of dead cells. Okay, and it not only transport in water, but it also help plant to stay upright. Because it is very strong and tough tissue, it keep the plant to stay upright to the stem. And they further branch to every leaf. This is the longitudinal section of the xylem, and this is the transverse section of the xylem. You know about longitudinal. Longitudinal, when you cut it lengthwise. So you can see on the outside we have very thick cell wall, and you see this is the cell wall, this, and the outside you see the blackish is lignin. Blackish is what? Lignin. What is lignin? Lignin is also a type of carbohydrate. It makes the xylem more strong and waterproof. Waterproof means it cannot absorb water. It becomes waterproof. Okay, this is the cytoplasm. You see this area, this? We call this cytoplasm. So this is basically, you can say, we cannot say it actually cytoplasm, but this is empty space in the inside. This is only the empty space on the inside, okay? Which has no cytoplasm, no mitochondria, no ribosomes, nothing is here. It's empty space. And you see, we have gaps where involves of cell has been lost. You see, this connection is lost. There is no such connection from here to here. So we call it gaps where walls of the cells has been lost. Xylem contain, as I told you, there is no cytoplasm in the xylem. There is no nucleus in the cytoplasm. And the wall, the cell wall, it is made up of what? Cell wall is made up of cellulose and lignin. What is lignin? In exam, we will ask you about lignin. You will say it is very strong component. And xylem help to keep plants upright. As I told you, the function of xylem is transport water, and it support plant. It provides support to plants. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So at this point you must know about xylem. Okay. For example, we have support tissue. Support function is support, plant support system. So we discuss about xylem here only. So the wall of vessel contain what? Xylem contain lignin. Lignin is a very hard substance. I already explained what is lignin. Lignin is very strong and it support great weight of heavy tree. In leaves, xylem vessel in vascular bundle help the leaf to be held flat, provide large surface area. So the cells of the xylem are dead. There is no cytoplasm, no nucleus, no ribosome, so the water easily transport. No cross wall is here, so you know it's just like a pipe. Just like a pipe structure, so easily water can pass because there is no obstacle, there is no stoppage. Because no organelle is here, so everything is easily done, water easily pass. Okay? The wall of the vessel contain lignin, as I told you before. Lignin is solid and it make it more and more tough and stronger. Got it? And when we say about xylem and phloem, together we call it vascular bundle. Together to xylem and phloem we call vascular bundle. They are basically present together. They are found close together. A group of xylem and phloem is called vascular bundle. But you know the position. Position means where they are located. It is different in roots and in stem. 8.7 figure, this is in a root. You can see in this root the xylem and the phloem, they are found where? In the center, in the root. You can see This is cell, and in the center you see xylem and phloem. Xylem is the inner one and phloem is the outer one. The blue one, this is the phloem, this is the phloem, and this is the xylem. But in stem, these vascular bundles are arranged in ring near outside edge. So if you look at this is in the stem. So you see xylem are on the outside, both on the edges. Edges mean what you call to edge?
Burchak. For everyone understood, it's word of edges.
Edge.
Chekka burchak qismida degan.
Edge means sides, ending sides. So you see this is the side of this cell and this is the side of the cell. So we have here phloem and we have here xylem. So you can see this is xylem, this is phloem, this is xylem, this is phloem. Okay? And together we call them vascular bundle. You can unmute yourself if you have any question. Until now you can ask me.
Does anyone has any question? I hope it's clear for you.
No question? Aziza?
No.
Okay. I just want to remind you again that xylem and phloem location, it is different. If you look at xylem and phloem location in root, it is in the center. If you look at the location of xylem and phloem in stem, it is on the edge. Edge means side. They are found on the side. Okay? And third one will be leaf. What will be their location in the leaf? We will look at this now. Okay. One thing very important, see, this is our requirement that every student to your Google account add your official picture. You have your school uniform picture, right? Everyone will add that picture to your Google account so we can see who is online here. Remove all other pictures. Add your official picture to your Google account so I can see who is this person. Today you have to do after this lesson when you are free. Please do this work. Tell them Rustam in Uzbek.
I mean, everybody understood. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
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 Tomorrow I want everyone to be in official picture with the Google account. Otherwise we will mark you absent. Remember. It should be official picture so we can see who is online here. Remove other pictures of aliens and other things.